Do you remember your first sale? The first one that got you really excited? And it's like, oh, just like a great golf shot. It's like, yes. I remember mine. I changed a compressor on an air conditioning unit in downtown Seattle. And the guy said, man, this is a lot of money. This repair was like $2,000. I said, yeah, I know. I said, only the good die young. And I was an apprentice. I was like a third-year apprentice. And he said, what do you mean only the good die young? I said, well, there's 9 other units just like it on the roof, all waiting to die. You haven't done any maintenance. The filters are clapped. The belts are broken. I said, it's just a matter of time before the rest of them give up the ghost. He goes, well, what are you saying? I said, well, what I'm saying is this. If this is my mother's house, what I would say is, Ma, you got to let me clean the coils. You got to let me change the filters, whatever it takes. It's going to be more than made up in lowering your operating costs and extending your equipment's useful life, but it's your building. You do what you want. And literally, my pager went off. Remember the pagers, the beepers? Beepers were these things that we had back in the day. And you used to have to keep quarters in your pocket. And when they went off, you'd say things like, I've got to get to a payphone, like Superman. It was great. Watch old Bruce Willis in Moonlighting. They said that almost every episode. We've got to find a payphone, you know, like, got to make a call. Well, that was how it was in 1984. And he said something that changed my life. He said, I'll take it. I said, what is it you're going to take? He said, whatever it is you're selling. He said, write it up. I didn't even know what it was, but he wanted it up. So I went back to the shop and to talk to the sales guy. And of course, he was gone. He was golfing or something. And we'd never know where those guys were. Because the sales aren't in here, they're out there, right? I didn't know that then. I was a technician. So I went to the service manager's office. He was on vacation. Now what? I made a promise to a customer. I had a little crisis. So I went through the files, found 5 similar in size and scope, and got an average and divided by 5 and, you know, came up with a number. It seemed a little low, so I added 50%. Figure if I was going to get fired, it was going to be on a high margin project. Typed it up on an IBM Selectric. You remember those? Typewriters were these things that we had. Yeah. Sorry, dude. I typed it up, took it to the guy the next day. I literally handed it to him, and he said, huh. And he signed it without even looking at the price. And why did he sign it without looking at the price? He trusted me. He liked me. The timing was right, and I was competent. See, the 4 legs of the sales chair, the very chair you're sitting on has 4 legs. Trust, relationship, competency, and timing. I did a talk in Wisconsin to 400 salespeople from Aflac. And I had the #1 person stand up and I said, why are you so successful? He said, I make 40 calls a day. I quack loudly every day, and I offer my clients a choice of yeses. And I said, I hope everybody heard that. I hope everybody understands what he just said. I don't care what you sell. If you make 40 calls a day, you're going to be wildly successful. If you believe in your product, you're passionate about it, you're quacking about it, you're going to be able to transfer that belief to somebody else. And #3, if you give them a choice of yeses, which yes would you like?